Welcome to Jazz Club.
Welcome to Jazz.
Welcome to Jazz Club. Nice.
Nice. Welcome to here it is with Nick Nack No. Nice.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Jazz Club.
Well, because maybe you were saying, oh, what should we call it? What should we call it? After hours. It's after hours. You have to keep your voice down. Everyone's in bed, Si.
Stop being so bloody noisy, will you?
Stop being so loud, Si. Stop being so loud, waking everybody up. Hello, Shabby Geekers. Hello, there's 7 people here. Hello, 7 people. Good old
7 Shabby Geekers of the Geekers like that crew.
I was just going to say 7 Shabby Sheikers. 7 Shabby Geekers. I know. Welcome to After Hours. Me and Si decided to do an after-hour show because Si never goes to bed, and it's nice for me to do something like this. It's weird this because there's no kids, there's no TVs on, no one's coming in and out, dogs aren't barking. Do you know what I mean? It's like nice and relaxed. Do you know what I mean?
For me, it wasn't that. It's my best pal. I was like, why do you always give up your days to do this? Like, do you not like want to do what all of lot do? Have your tea, get nice and comfy. Kids are all in bed. 9 o'clock comes. Oh, I'll watch the Shabby Geek show. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice, Mark? 9 o'clock. Isn't it nice?
It is strange, but I suppose I mean we've talked about it for a long time. We have done one before. I'm sure we have. Where me and you said, "Oh, we'll do one at night and whatever." But it's not a case of I feel guilty of anything. But because I've done it through the day for so many years, for like 5.5 years, it feels weird doing it at this time of night. And yet, this is the same time that you lot do it. It's exactly the same time, and it's weird because I've had my tea, Si. And everyone's in bed, and do you know what I mean? Dogs all settled and stuff, and it's like nice after hours jazz with Shabby inside. Do you know what I mean? After hours. So yeah, so we see who's here. Let's have a look who's here. I can't believe people are here. Hiya, Jesse. Jesse's here. Woohoo! A late night after the watershed. So I'm going to say offensive words like that. Yeah, I like all those. Well, yeah, you can. Thanks for coming. I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, there's another thing too. If you can't sleep. It's like that. Do you remember the midnight caller? If you can't sleep, if you're up all night, come and join me and Si. Midnight callers, even though it's 9 o'clock.
But it's midnight for us.
9 o'clock callers. Yeah, 9 o'clock. Hiya, Kieran. It's nice to see you up, buddy. Hiya, PGM. Clinky time. I know it's late, isn't it? But it won't be late for you. What time will it be for PGM? About 3-4 o'clock, something like that. It's not going to be mega late, is it? So everyone's saying hello to each other. Well, thanks everyone for coming in. What up, homies? Good old Scotty boys here as well. Yeah. How do you feel about doing it? Because it's 2 o'clock in the morning for you. How do you feel about doing it? I know.
I'm up till 4 or 5 every single night. It's the artist in me.
So because me and you, and I suppose it's where we we're from too, because we're from the Las Vegas of the North, if you will. Blackpool was always alive and awake, wasn't it? And then obviously I moved to London, and I lived right in the central London. I lived right in the middle. Do you know what I mean? And so it was always so I've always had a thing for sleeping, haven't you?
I've never been one for going to bed early. Absolutely never.
I'm
always up till late. An early night for me is about 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
just always has been. It's because I'm an artist. I've always preferred since being a teenager to work late at night. I've always have. It's the quietest time. My phone's not going off. The door's not going. Everything's dead peaceful, and I can work for hours through the night. That's why I've always done it.
Do you think it's a creative thing? Because if you've noticed, a lot of creators and a lot of toy collectors and a lot of people in our space, if you're pop culture, a lot of us are late nights, aren't we? A lot of us are to stay up late, and do you know what I mean? Because
I can say is on my own accord. That's when you have a living like I've got a living. You please your own sleeping hours. Do you know what I mean? And so really, my work hours are like between 8 o'clock at night and about 4 in the morning.
Has it always been like that for you? Simply because. So what happens if you get disrupted then? Say, for example, you try and do your artwork through the day and there's people coming in. You just make mistakes.
You can't concentrate. You've got to remember, I work with Indian ink. So I can't afford to make one mistake. Do you know what I mean? I can't afford it. It's got to have 100% concentration, especially when you're doing things like, you're drawing leather from mink. You've got to concentrate. You can't afford to putting it down, stopping. Plus, ink dries very, very quick.
Yeah.
So you've got to try and get that black down as much as you can. So there's nothing worse than people interrupting you. Nothing.
I wish I could stay up late, says Jesse, but then it makes it starting at work at 7:30. No, don't be daft. It's like I say, this is just, like I said, me and Si, the funniest thing is we have an Autobots group, or me and Si. So if we weren't doing this, I'd be out talking anyway. But I just fancied doing a late one. I just, you know, because it's hard for me doing 3 streams a week, if you will, especially at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was talking to Arsai about it, and I just said it's getting difficult, especially this time of year. And the reason for that, because I'm in the furniture business, this is my time of year. Do you know what I mean? This is where everybody's at me. Oh, I need this, I need that. Can you make this before you do that? And I've had to put people off or do something. And so I'm always going to keep with doing the British and Irish stream. So 3 o'clock in the afternoon is an establishment for me, especially for Tub Thumpers and ZSR. But things like if me and Si just want to have a chat, or if I want to do a special, I want to do something else, I might just do it at this time of night. Do you know what I mean? Because I think I'm out of all our group, I'm one of the rare ones that only does it in the afternoon. Don't everybody else does it at night? Do you see what I mean?
I don't know anybody that gives their day up to do streaming. I don't know anybody. Yeah. But again, a lot of people are at work all day. Luckily, you work from home. You've got your own business in the shed and stuff. You make your furniture like at home.
Yes, sir.
So you can afford like occasional 2 hours in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I think you're the only one that gives up the afternoons to do streaming.
It's hard, and I think that's one of the things. I think, you know, we get it with the Australians and obviously PGM in New Zealand, and we're all on such different time zones. I think I'm not just talking about myself, Simon. The majority of us have to sacrifice a certain time. Do you see what I mean? Because I've seen some of the lads get up at 8 o'clock in the morning to do streams. I've seen some. I mean, the 2 lads I had on, you know, when I'm asking people on the West Coast to come on Shabby's even at 3 o'clock, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon for them. Do you know what I mean? But then you've got people like Andy and Josh that'll do theirs at 10 o'clock, which is only 7 o'clock. So sometimes it's hard, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's hard to comprehend when's the best time to do a stream, if you will.
I don't know. I think most of these streamers, especially in the ones that I watch and the ones that do streamings, and my friends that do, they seem to have found a knack to get everybody involved. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like the Australians will get up early, the Americans will stay up late, the British, as in me, will stay up late to do things. You know, I think people just, you know, the supported side of it, they will find a time for everybody.
I think you do, and I think, you know, the nicest thing is, even with the stream, because I was concerned at first, Si, you know, when you first start doing, because I decided to stop videos and do streams about 2 years ago now, so it's been about 2 years, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've got to admit, for me, there's no regret at all. I'm glad I went the live stream way, because I enjoy it more. I think you come across a bit more. I come across a bit more me when I'm doing live streams. When I'm making videos, you have to stop and start and edit and do all this, and so I never really enjoyed all that sort of stuff, Si. And to be honest to you, kid, I never had the time to do it, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Then my kids got older, and I loved doing it with my girls, and then obviously 19 and 15. Do you know what I mean? Do you want to come and play Masters Universe with your dad? No, thanks for going out with our mates. You know what I mean? Look at She-Ra.
Yeah,
you don't want to open this, you know. So I think my girls was just like, and our Jen was the one that did it the most. Our Jen was once Jen gave up, it kind of dented, because out of everybody I've ever done videos with, Si, my favorite videos to do was with my wife. She's, I mean, you know her, and she was hilarious in those videos. And I think, not that it hit me like when she stopped doing it, because I wasn't going to say, no, you have to do it. I'm not going to turn around and say that, but I was kind of like, I retreated a bit when she said no, she didn't want to do it.
If you could rewind time now, and if you can go back for the past 6 years of all these times you put videos up, which half do you prefer? Do you prefer the beginning half, or do you prefer the latter half? Do you prefer making the videos, having your family involved? Would you have kept that going if they were willing? Or do you prefer, actually, no, my live streaming's my thing? Which one do you prefer?
I think I prefer the live streams, and the reason for that, and again, all I'm talking about is myself and my experience in doing it. It's very hard for yourself to stay entertained when you're doing videos. Do you know what I mean? It's all right putting them out and everybody enjoying them and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, I'm very, very envious of the guys that can do that. But it was getting to a point for me, it was like, I don't review toys. And there's so many people out there that review them. And one thing I definitely didn't want to do, Simon, is be like everybody. I didn't want to do stuff everybody else was doing, because there's people that are 50 times better than me that do it. Do you see what I mean? And I didn't want to say, well, he does his that way, so I'm going to do mine that way. I didn't want to do that. I thought that's not being me then I'm going to end up being somebody else. Do you see what I mean? Or so I prefer doing live streams in that sense. And the other thing is, I like the off cuff that me and you do when we have guests on, or when we do Tub Thumpers or Top 5. I like it when, you know, something comes up that you didn't experience was going to come. Oh, I didn't know that. Or someone's going to show something, or someone's going to say something to make you go, oh, right, yeah, you see what I mean? So, But saying that though, the flip side of that coin, Simon, is I love doing the videos with my kids and my wife. I loved them. But that's what the nice thing about YouTube is I can go back and watch them whenever and all that. When we go out, Simon, I leave the videos on for the dogs, right? So the dogs think people are in. Do you see what I mean? So they're not going to kick off and mess them out. And then I go on to like Suki. So Suki subscribed to Shabby Geek. So I'll just press play all and a video will come up from years ago that I've completely forgotten about. And it's funny, mate. And it's funny when you see all the guests that we've had on, or my children, and how young everybody looks, or how experienced everybody is, and how people have changed and all that over the years.
They do change. A lot of people say go back and watch the first videos to how they are today. Yours especially. Go back and watch that. Hello, my name's Shabby. So there's that comfortability, because when I came into this lot, and I came into it through the Pally Boys and ZSR and all them, just like a vast majority of people did.
Yeah.
And it took me 3.5 years to come on streams. I just had no interest, not to do streams, no interested in doing that. I had a YouTube channel 15, 16 years ago, and I had it up and running for about 2.5 years. And I just took everything off, because like what you just said, certain things are you and certain things aren't. And that just wasn't for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think for me, what cracked it is the comfortability around these people that you get to know. Then all of a sudden, how can you be embarrassed with a chat full of people that you actually know when you meet up with and stuff? So
you've all heard the story for me for ages when I was saying about my live streams and how bad my internet was and all that, and that used to surprise me the most, to be honest. And, like I said, this is after hours, so we're just having a conversation. There's no topic or anything. Whatever me and Si come up with, we're just going to talk about. So I'd like to say that I've said it before in the past, but it always hits me hard, that Si, because I was so close to quitting it. When I say, do you remember all the chats I used to have with you behind the scenes saying, that's it, I'm done and all that? And you used to say, no, Shab, stay with it, stick with it and see how it goes. Because I used to get so embarrassed, Simon. You come on streams and your internet's all pixelated, or your sound doesn't work properly, or something happens. And it used to happen to me, Simon, every blooming week, every week something. And you did. And I'm a person that turns negatives into positives. So you'd laugh about it and you'd say, oh, well, fair enough and all that sort of stuff. But it does hit your side. Do you know what I mean? But in a way,
did something about it though. Instead of you getting pissed off, you went out, you got extra boosters, you got a better computer, you got more strength to the internet, and and now it never happens to you. Absolutely never. At one point, you'd always go out of focus, and it'd be about 10 minutes while you're pixelated. Then it'd come back, and now I can see everything behind your room and stuff. I think it's just a matter of learning. None of us know. You don't come into this with any training. There's no training about to be on YouTube, and everybody's going to come and watch you, and you're going to pick up thousands of views and subs. You've got to work at it, haven't you? You've got to work.
In a way, though, Si, again, going back to flip sides of coins, turning negatives into positives, I was kind of in a way, when I look back at it now, I'm kind of happy that sort of stuff happened, though, because if you have a guest on whose internet's not that good, or if for some reason somebody goes off straight away, so you've had that much time to, not to be professional, I don't want to sound egotistical, but to learn and, a bit more experience in what you're doing. It's like water for ducks back now. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. So if something happens, you're like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. And you when you've done 411 videos like I have, and I would say 200 of them are live streams, you know what I mean? You kind of get to that point where you're like, well, I can kind of see it. Do you know what I mean? And you hit the nail on the head, what you've just said. You're very smart, Simon, when you just said that none of us are professionals. None of us have been trained for it. We all picked up cameras, didn't we, and microphones, and did this.
But I suppose everybody starts the same way. Everybody just has to do that thing. You watch these people, they inspire. You're into the things they're into. You've got a lot to talk about yourself. You've loved and collected these things from being a child. Why would you not be interested? But that doesn't turn you into a TV presenter, does it? No. You know what I mean? No. It doesn't turn you into James Corden. Well, it does you.
I'll smack your face. I'll smack your face.
But you know what I mean? It is hard. And like I said, I think the one thing that cracked me is just knowing a lot of people that are coming into the community. And that's you see the usual names go up in the chat and you think, I know these lot. I'm comfortable with this lot. That's what I like, I think.
Well, I'm going about to ask you about that in a minute. First of all, there's 14 people here, so thank you all very much. I'd be a night owl if I didn't have to wake up with a butt crack of dawn. That's what I mean, G-Force. I think most of us would be. I know our Keith is, do you know what I mean? And Orkspot stays up late. And I know Scuba's, I know Scuba's got to get up, but he'll stay up till 1, 2 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? I think there's a few of us that are. And I wonder, I just wondered, now I'm saying it out loud instead of thinking it. If that's a creative thing, it's because we're all creative in a way. Do you know what I mean? With our collections or our artwork or, you know, the stuff we make, the stuff we build. Because everyone I'm thinking of does a creative thing. They're not just, do you see what I mean? So maybe that's what it is. PGM says, I've always wanted naked dancing women on Shabby's, but it'll never happen.
No, we're on too early, Pete. If it was on a bit later, yeah, it's on a bit later, Pete.
There's been many a time me inside put the camera down and around they come, but I can't show that. Do you know what I mean?
They're just all over here, but I can't put them on.
You're thinking about that again. Also, we Thai blokes don't give a rat's arse about time. Is that what, would you agree with that? Is that what it is, do you reckon? That
I always say, as long as my deadlines are done. But, you know, I'm 50 now and I've been drawing all my entire life. So I sort of know how long it's going to take me to do something. Do you know what I mean? I sort of now get in that where I see a full piece work that needs painting, penciling, inking. I know exactly what, you know, really what time it is. So I've always said the same thing. As long as people aren't hanging around, as long as my work's done, great. Do you know what I mean? I can do what I want.
Yeah,
for the rest of
that
the
makes
time.
perfect sense what you're saying. It's like you don't have to get, but that's the worst thing. Is like when I was in the suit business, and you know you had to get up at 6:30, 7, and you're up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, you know what I mean? It's like I hate that. I tell you what, I don't know about it is for you, Si, but ever since I quit that and worked for myself, I could never work for anybody again.
But it's hereditary for our family. You know, we've been through this. Me and my brothers, and you know, yourself and my uncles and my dad. Nobody worked for anybody. We all worked for ourselves. I just think it's hereditary in us. I just think every job I've ever had, chaps, I've been fired from. I've left. I've walked out. I've never took it. Every single job. I have worked everywhere from Blackpool Tower to Hugo Boss watches. I've done thousands, and I've been fired and walked out of every single one.
What was the worst thing
when it comes to me artwork? I'll sit here for 16 hours.
It's weird, isn't it? I did it today.
You know.
I'm making a Demon Slayer piece at the moment, and I've sat here all day, played my music on my speaker, just enjoying life. Do you know what I mean? And I was at it for 8. I forgot to have a lunch, which is hard for me, but I did, and I was just working straight through. But you are right. I like the lives because these two are handsome devils. You're a lovely lad. Thanks very much. I see Shabby Geek is promoting his channel again on his hat. Wait a minute. That's right. Shabby Geek. Yeah. Oh, look who's here. Stateside. Well, it's only 9:15 for him. I've seen all these pictures.
He's had his tea and he's just having a little bit of a rest now in his hotel room.
His pictures are great though, aren't they? They just look at all them for having the time of good on them. Have a time of the life.
They are, and I'm generally going to say this. I think Stu and Martin are extremely brave putting pictures up like that around me. I think they're extremely brave men.
That is so weird you said that, right? Because I saw those pictures that were like this and like this and all that, and I thought, do you not know Simon? Do you not know him? Do you not know him? Oh, that's the first thing I was thinking today when I was looking at that stuff. So brilliant. Everyone's saying hello to Martin. Hiya, Rhino. Good old Rhino.
Have a lovely time, Martin, while you're away. All four, we have a great time, They look like they all, don't they?
Yeah, people are turning up at 2 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock, I suppose. But cheers, Rhino. Nice to see you, pal. I hope, Martin, you don't look like Stu shirts. Yeah, he's got some. He's got some. Well, he's wearing them at the right place, Jim. He's wearing them at the right place. Do you know what I mean? He's got Gills. I'll be catching the replay, guys. Oh, cheers, Gills. It's nice to see you, pal. Yeah, I hope people. Oh, touchdown Cowboys. They are. Not me passing out about 9-ish. Everyone, something you've been telling, we're up till 1, 2 o'clock and Hawks is like, no chance. I'm gone by 9 o'clock. Brilliant. I've tried making videos, but always stressed over its quality. I'm more comfortable with live streams because I enjoy the conversation with good folk. 100%. I agree with that. It's a strange thing. I've always enjoyed, I can never shut the France up. I'll contest to that. I've always been like this. Out of the two twins, I've always been the loud, hey, how are you? And all that sort of stuff. And, not to say our size, not an approachable person he is, but I suppose I've always been the loud one, haven't I? I've always been the one.
We always had that saying, didn't we, from being kids, that they could tell you was at the party and they'd never know if I were there or not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly right. That's a good way of looking at it. And so I enjoy talking to people, and I suppose everywhere I've lived and the people we've met and the lives that me and Si have had, we like all different types of people and different cultures and everybody. I haven't had a quiet life. I'll just say that. It's funny now I live in the country. It's dead quiet. You know what I mean? It's like I've just slowed down or calmed down, Shams. But no, I enjoy live streams and I enjoy I love my twin brother's personality, and that was one of my favorite things. Just to talk about my channel for a bit, size when you came along, it's because I get to share you now. Now with everybody, do you know what I mean? So,
Your viewers haven't gone to 4.
It's gone down to 2. I just said size staying on. Look at that too. Just finished dinner. It's time to smoke and chill. Well, welcome to After Hours.
I like it.
You smoke and chill away, son. You smoke and chill away. Look at are you Keith, says R. Martin. Look at Hawkspot. Right, no knows.
He does know.
Si was fired multiple times. I thought, what was the biggest thing you were fired for? Go on.
Threatening to throw me boss down the stairs.
I remember you hitting a teacher at school. I remember you hit a teacher and knocked. He was
I
like,
came in late one day at work. I used to work at this jewelers called Goldsmith's Jewelry Shop, and I worked there for about 6 years. And I came in late one day, and I'd had a night before, and it was just. And I come in late, and as I've walked in, I had this boss, and his name was Tom Will. I'll never forget his name, Tom Will.
Tom Will. Right. If you're watching,
I had this boss, and I've walked into work. As I've walked in, Mark, he's doing that at the door. And I just lost my rag. I just lost it. I completely lost it with it. And that was it. That was the end of that. And that's when I said to myself, that was actually my very last. And I said, look, I can't do this. You know what I mean? I've got everybody saying to me, oh, why don't you be a tattoo artist? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And,
yeah, they did. Yeah, I remember everyone was telling you, yeah.
After a bit, I sort of listened to everybody else like that. I was not blowing my own trumpet, but I just think I was too good of an artist to be working at a jewelry shop.
It's not blowing your own trumpet, though, kid. If I'm thinking now, and I've known you forever, the happiest time you are when you're yourself and the most is when you're drawing. You've always done it, Si, since you were a kid. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I used to pick up a pen and a paper. I'm not putting myself in your level, Si. I mean, obviously, I'm 10 times better. But at the time, do you know what I mean? I was like, I just picking it up but you had a love for it, didn't you, kid? You absolutely properly went for.
Why? To this day.
What do you think? Why do you think that is, Si? Why do you think it's?
I think we've all got something like that. I think we've all got something that we absolutely just love doing. I think everybody's got that. Fortunately, I'm lucky enough to do a hobby or a talent and put it to use. Do you know what I mean? And that's fortunate. Because there's nothing worse when you don't.
So Tom Will quickly became.
Keith, I don't care if he's watching or not. He was such a dick, Keith. He was such a dick of it. You know, just like you're a dick. He's just one of them. Do you know what I mean?
Si, I'm not scared.
Okay.
Rhino's practicing magic on company time. Well,
so I mean, he has a smoke. He does his magic. He's one.
Yeah, we're big fans of the magic. Shabby,
he's in my gang.
Yeah. Where did the magic come from? When we started Tum Thumpers, what made you do the magic?
My entire life, I've always loved the macabre. I love horror. I love vampires. And I love magic and illusions and fantasy and all that sort of stuff. And magic as a kid, I used to really get mad when anybody showed me how a magic trick was done. I'd get proper mad. Like, what are you showing me for? Because I knew it was a trick. I always did. But it was so clever. There's some tricks that you see. Some tricks will blow your ass off.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them things. My magic is terrible. It's absolutely awful. But I just think it comes with a good laugh.
Yeah, but what made you do it for Tum Thumpers? So what made you go, you know what would be great? To share my wealth of...
to show my talents.
There's some friggin'... Hang on, Shabby. You've only got 1,000 subs. Leave it to me. Shazam!
They've been blamed.
Oh, brilliant. BGM was fired about once or twice in some jobs he had. I can't work for anybody. I'm sorry.
I look at BGM. He's the creative side, isn't he? He's the first to be writing comedy and writing these screenplays and stuff. When you've got a creative side, I generally do believe you do struggle with that sort of line of society. I think you do. I think you generally do.
Yeah.
Not that you've got the talent to go off and do it, not that you shouldn't do it, and there's nothing wrong with doing anything like that. But sometimes things in life can proper eat you alive, can't they?
Yeah, they can. And I think what it is for me and you, especially if I think you more than me, is authority. I can't stand people telling me what to do. I haven't
got a problem with authority. My problem is me. That's my problem. My problem isn't with authority or anything like that. My problem is me. I am the one that gets frustrated.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
want to be somewhere for 9 o'clock and on my dinner between 1 and 2 and home for 4. It's just,
Yeah.
it's not the way any of our family of the men have ever worked. It's just
It's weird,
not.
isn't
There's
it?
nothing
No, it's
derogatory
right.
about it. It's just
No,
not the
it's
way we
not. We're
sit.
not saying anything. We're not saying anything bad about it. It's our way, innit? We just always have been like that. You know, my dad was, our uncles all were. Do you know what I mean? My mum was. Do you know what I mean? We've always been like that, haven't we? Nashville hot chicken and cheddar mashed potato for dinner.
Oh.
Nashville. What's Nashville hot chicken?
I don't know, but that sounds really tasty. That.
See, look at this, Dean. Look at Dean. Dean's like, hang on a minute. It's not 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? He's like, what the Francis? See, and it just for you, Dean, so you don't have to wake up and go, oh, them two idiots are on. Oh, God, I'll have my coffee first before watching. Good to see you, Dean. Hello, Totally Taylor Retro Hunters. Yeah, you should check them out, Kieran, if you haven't done. Weirdly, I find Size Magic less offensive than his bloody question of the week. Question of the week is brilliant. I'll give you some behind the scenes of question of the week for people that are watching. And I don't know what they are. So when me Size thumpers, I say keep it to yourself. So that part when you all go, what the Francis? I do the same thing. Like, where's he pulled this from? Well, some of them are moving crazy dog biscuits up mountains. And what was the other one you were saying about dinosaurs, ghosts? Why is there's no dinosaur ghosts and all that sort of stuff? So
yeah. Oh, Kieran, there's loads coming. You wait to see all the new set of questions I've got for the new season. Wow. Loads coming.
I was totally thinking about it, says Dean. It's good lunch for you there. You see?
Oh, it's this we did it.
These two idiots are on. Look at this. Oh, I'll just have a butty. Let's have a look. You're absolutely right, Simon. I felt trapped in a dead-end job, so I had to get out of it for my own creativeness. I think you do. I think it's healthy in it, and you know, you can't speak for everybody. Everyone does what they want to do, and you know what they have to do. To me, it was always authority. I hate being told what to do or out. I don't know. It's weird. I just have an issue with it. Do you know what I mean? Do this. Oh,
yeah, but like I said, it's not the authority business for me. It's me. Yeah. I'm the one that shouldn't be there. Do you know what I mean? I'm the one that is wrong for these environments. It was always me. I never blamed anybody else for it. It was always me.
I don't know. I think you're more. I don't know. It's hard to work out, isn't it? When Kieran dies, well, anyway, oh wait. Never know. You never know. There are no ghost dinosaurs because dinosaurs never existed. He's the one for that. Why? That's just bollocks. That really is bollocks.
George Washington went to his deathbed, never knowing what a dinosaur was
because he never found him.
But they were supposed to have been here between 75 million years to 350 million years, with a gap of about 80 million years.
Right.
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Really
they never found him back then, though.
The Bronchosaurus. Yeah, you meet up. Remember the Bronchosaurus at school? One of the most famous dinosaurs, wasn't it? That never was. The Bronchosaurus is famous to be man-made. It was made up, the Bronchosaurus. When they started to find thigh bones and leg bones, the Bronchosaurus was completely made up.
You said Gap, and here he is. Hello, Gap. Nice to see you. Good evening, Gap. Yes, welcome to After Hours.
This suits him because we're after dark, and Gap's always after dark.
See, so we're just copying in. We're after hours.
We're just Gap copies.
I like you. See, you're a professional, Simon. I would never have thought that. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Si, what you asked me about my favorite, you know, whether it's videos or live streams. So, what's your favorite thing about doing all this stuff?
I suppose it's just the talk of things that you're interested in. Do you know, the things that we love, and especially that we love now, is a proper niche little business. Do you know, a lot of my mates and that, they love all comics and they love Superman and everything else, but they've also married with kids that probably got kids now, and I'm in that generation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's only really a select few that you still have a passion, you know, to talk with about it and say, oh, look at the new Judge Dredd that's out and all this sort of stuff. And I think what's great about being in this community is how we're all much alike in that sort of thing, that no one would put anyone down for collecting something else. Yeah. And I've come across people that have collected things and collect stuff that I've never heard of. Like this time 5 years ago, You would have said to me, GI Joe figures, and I would have gone, "Oh, you mean the cast from the Village People? Them figures." That's the only
from
thing
the
they used to think
village.
they were like the
Look at the way
village
Si's
people.
just
Yeah.
offended off the toy collecting nation.
But
The
let me
cast of
finish,
the
because,
Village
like I said,
People.
5-6 years later now, my GI Joe knowledge is a lot more proficient than it was 5-6 years ago.
The Village People.
It was
Unbelievable.
though.
Unbelievable. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. This is your last night on. The comments tomorrow. Si
No, you would, because you'd have like a sailor, wouldn't you? You'd have an Indian, you'd have like a soldier, you'd have a copper. So they've always like GI Joe figures to me. Like,
they were always GI Joe figures. You guys are very unique, and that's what appealing about you both. What a nice thing to say, Gab. That's a nice thing to say. Cheers, pal.
thanks,
Unless it's Funkos. I've never bothered with Funkos. I've never liked.
they're in a lot of trouble, aren't they? They're in a lot of trouble. $250 million in debt.
Yeah,
they're saying that they might not even last a year.
Well, it happens to them all, doesn't it? You know,
it's very strange, Mark, because everywhere I go, I see Funko Pops, absolutely everywhere. Now, a good 3/4 of the community go, Funko Pops, I'm not buying them. I'd be a lie to say we haven't got a few here, because we have. My other half, she absolutely loves Funkos. She's always picking like rare ones up and spare ones up. But obviously, it must have rung louder with people not buying these for them to be so much in debt. How have they got $250 million in debt when there's actually literally sold everywhere? Funkos remind me of the old Star Wars figures. It doesn't matter. I could go in my corner shop and buy a Funko. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but because I'm not surprised, and I'm not saying I'm not surprised not about the money situation. The toys, a good toy, really. It lasts 4 or 5 years if you're lucky, to be a success for that. They've been going for a long time. Like Black Series, I still can't believe Black Series is going after 13 years. Do you know what I mean? Star Wars did it from 77 to 84, 85. Then once Return of the Jedi finished, that's what made those last 17. And Droids figures so rare, weren't these? You weren't getting them as much. He-Man, same thing. Do you know what I mean? One of the biggest Mattel toys that they ever manufactured, and then boom, market fell straight out of him. So in a way, it happens to every toy company, doesn't it? I mean, I can't think of one that's, probably Barbie and Hot Wheels. They're probably the ones that have been mega successful. Do you know what I mean? But, you're right. Oops, Funko's not Broncos. Yeah, do you see it? Broncos don't keep their value. What do you mean, Broncos? Oh, I got it. You're right. You're right. They are in the Navy and they have little macho manish and then they all go YMCA. I agree with you, Si. There was little return on investment for me making videos. I can be a collector with all the effort, and I think that's what it is. Sometimes it's like me. I've had a break. The last thing I did was top 5, and I'm not back till Tub Thumpers. Me and Si just did this on and off when we were talking last night, and I was saying to Simon, sometimes it gets difficult with me doing as many streams as I do through the day. And I said, well, let's just try one at 9 o'clock at night then. And I was concerned and worried because I was like, well, you know what I mean, my audience. And Si said they'll watch it the next day. It's not as if, do you know what I mean? If they want to watch us, they'll watch us. So, yeah, I thought we'll do it this way. But sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you just need to. And I think it's because it's a hobby. It's not paying my bills side. Do you know what I mean? It's not. Do you know what I mean? What do you say?
To break your back. You shouldn't do it just when it starts to feel like a slog and you feel like you've got to do it. Do you know what I mean? You only do streams when you're in the mood for it. Otherwise, it just reflects on the people that are watching it. And they all think, look at that miserable knobhead. So what's the point?
That's why I always make sure I'm in a good mood, me. And that's why, like I say, even when I get told off by YouTube and, you know what I mean, I'm using all the music and this and that and so forth. And I'm very lucky, do you know what I mean? I'm a small YouTuber, but I've got lovely patrons that help this channel grow. And that's why I don't care about the copyrights and stuff outside, because the patrons help me. And that's why, it's like I said, it's $45 this to do StreamYard, but the patron helps me out. And that's why I keep all the stuff on so we can do different sounds, lights, different emblems, logos, that kind of thing. And I really enjoy doing it. I love doing the I really enjoy doing the licenses. Sorry, I'm just laughing as a keeps going. They made probably too many licenses. Made it for
they make everything. We were saying everything. That the other night, like I can't think of nothing that hasn't been made into a Funko Pop.
Yeah. Apparently Funko is going bust, so everyone will be buying them before they disappear. Do you think so, Si? Because it won't make me buy them.
I've always said that it looked to me like with the vast amount of Funkos were around, that the generations below us were buying all these up. But apparently they're not. And maybe what Rhino said there about the licenses is that sometimes I think that, like I look at these toy companies today. Like let's go off Playmobil from a couple of years back, and I'm like, which kid today's watching the 18 or the 18 cartoon or Mr. T or none of them. So what was the thinking of making the 18 van in Playmobil? It's because they knew everyone over the age of 35 would rush out and buy that 18 van.
Well, they made
Because
the
I do
Magnum
not
one,
buy
didn't they?
Playmobil. That 18 van sat upstairs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is. I thought that these would be the next big thing. I don't know if it will be if the company shuts down. I don't know if they'll go to hot property. I have no idea.
Some of them are an absolute fortune. I watch a couple of people that collect them. They're like $500, $600, $700 for a Funko Pop, and I'm like,
we paid a bit of money for ones. I remember paying about 50 quid for an Ed Sheeran one that Claire wanted, and I went to. It was funny. It was at Star Wars Celebration, and this guy's got this big table at Celebration,
and
he got all these Funkos, and I spotted it. But they're all like $15, $20. I'm like, why is this $40? And he went, it's a special, that mate. It's a special.
How did he go?
Yeah, so I said, cheers, Claire. Why couldn't you buy the cheap ones and stuff? Do you know what I mean? But
Simon, if money is the root of all evil, why do they ask for it in church?
To pay for the church roof.
Pay for the church roof, Keith. There you are. See, you're asking question of the week. He'll know, won't he? He'll know it. It's nice to have something to watch later if you can't watch something live. Yeah, that's why I look at it. I've always looked at my channel and the videos I've made and the live streams I've made as a family photo album. You got memories and so forth. Do you see what I mean? It's like, we've been around so long now that I'm forgetting how I've met people. I don't know how how did I meet Keith? I have no idea now, or Scuba or anybody else. Do you know what I mean? I just, it's gone because we talk for so many years now and support each other and look at each other's stuff and about each other on each other's channels and so I have no idea how we got talking. Do you see what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. Not being rude, but I often thought I was the only one watching G-Force's videos. Actually, I'm sat next to the person that always watched G-Force's videos. I loved him. So I had a list every time G-Force did a video.
It's dead handy because like G-Force used to go all the best places because my brother couldn't be asked. So watching G-Force go to all these places like his GameStop and all that, it was like basically shopping because I was like, God, the things I picked up with G-Force's video, I would have never have known about that Megatron G1 helmet if it wasn't for G-Force in his videos.
Yeah.
So I was a bit miffed that G-Force decided that he wasn't going to make him. But again, if it doesn't make him happy, if he doesn't want to do it, he wants to do other things, I'm not going to stop him from stopping. Do you know what I mean? It's a shame to see these videos gone. My mum misses him as well because she used to always say, Bully Bob Thornton's on. And she loved his beginning every time he was sat in his car. But you know what I mean? People lose interest, don't they? What can you do?
Bob Thornton's on. That's what she'd say. You wouldn't like me if I'm angry, Shabby. He's just saying Incredible Hulk, Shabby. You won't like me. I quietly enjoyed watching. You see, there's a few people, Kieran, that watched our G-Forces video. Sorry to the few that did watch. I know Si did too, Scott. Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. It's a very personal thing, isn't it? You're setting up YouTube and live streams and all that sort of stuff. I've never felt like it was I enjoy it. I enjoy doing the talking, but I've got to admit, I did the same thing as G-Force. I stopped making videos. I stopped. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. Do you know, I'm not a reviewer of toys, and I didn't want to become a toy channel. I wanted to become a pop culture channel. So in other words, me and you've done things from 90s fashion to your artwork, to comic books, to movie trailers, to Star Wars, and I think that's what I'm very happy with the way this Shabby Geek channel's gone for that term, is because you don't know what we're going to do next week, me and you. Do you know what I mean? And I'm kind of happy with that for me, I did that because, doing toys every week for me, I wouldn't know what to do, and I don't. It's not as if I buy the latest and greatest every week, and I have to show it off and that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So it was hard for me to do. It was very hard for me to do it. I envy everyone that does it. I think there's some lads out there that are so good at it, like I said, and they keep them interesting. And the way they film it is interesting. Do you know what I mean? I didn't think I was one of them. I just tried to put too many jokes and skits and stuff in my videos.
It's all learning. I suppose it's all a learning process, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You just at the beginning think, I could do that. I'd like to do that. You do it, and it's not really for me. Do you know what I mean? It's that sort of thing, isn't it?
Yep. Hello, Shabby Si. Hello to everyone in the chat. Just popped in to say hello before I get ready for it. Will you make sure, wash behind the ears, make sure you're nice and clean for
Well, I was
work
saying about Ricardo, you know, this is a new job to him, and he obviously likes it. He's obviously going, so that's a really good thing.
Yeah, I agree. Good old Ricardo. Yep. That's the big reason I make videos, says Dean, for my family, little fella.
Well,
exactly
it's funny
right.
Because I was just going to read that comment out before, Mark, because that's something you've always said.
I've always said that.
Yeah,
I've always said that, and that's why I try on all my videos to be as positive and have a good laugh and a good time, because I'm proud of what I've built. Even though it's small, and I'm not going to make it out like I'm some sort of, you know, there's no ego with me at Shabby. Everyone who's watched me for years knows that I'm not big-headed about it at all. I really did it for that, for exactly what you said, Dean. I've always said it to our side. You know, it's nice to look back years from now. It's like now Lucy's 15, but when she started doing, you know, she was 8, 9, she was tiny. Do you know what I mean? She was, and you could see it like that. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun watching it, and it's fun, and also to catalogue your stuff as well. You know what I mean? Oh, I remember going out and seeing that, and I remember when we talked about that and the laughs. I mean, we have had so many laughs. ZSR, Tub Thumpers, Top 5. We've had some right laughs over the years. All the specials that we've done. Do you know what I mean? There's been a lot on the side that we've done that stands out. So I've gone on to do dinner things. I watched G-Force's videos because I loved his gauntlet toy ones. I just didn't always comment on videos. You know, it's funny that me and Si talked about that too. There's so many people I have watched for years and they don't even know I exist because I've never commented. And you said something once about watching it on the big TV, on big telly. If you watch it on big telly, you can't. And that's the thing. Sometimes you save some favorite YouTubers that you watch, don't you, for the end of the night? And you know, you sit in front of the TV and comment. He's like, I've watched like Tested, or I've watched Brixie and, you know, Adam the Woo, and I've never, ever commented on their videos, and I've watched them religiously for years. Has happened to you?
Yeah, there's lots of people I do. I watch it all. I said to Travels with Jason the other night, I watch every video you make. I really enjoy your videos.
Yeah.
I never comment because I watch them on the big screen. I don't like videos on my phone or videos. I like to watch them like I like to watch them. Do you know what I mean? These people are showing stuff. They're showing stuff I'm interested in. I don't want to sit on a little phone where I can't see nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly.
So I've always put them on the big telly. Hence, that's why I don't necessarily tend to comment. Do you know what I mean? It's not being rude. It's just I can't use the comments on the big screen.
The truth is, we only watch G-Force's toy hunt videos to see him being knowable to kids in G-Force's video. Always pissed him off, didn't they? Always, do you know what I mean?
Used to make me laugh. We're coming, and I'm not coming down here. Bloody kids are here.
I haven't yelled at a kid since I'm a bit. It needs to be fun, says Dean. That's why I focus on only one a month. Weekly because, and I think that's what's happened to me recently. I think I was just doing 2 or 3 a week, and I think, whoa, do you know what I mean? But I think as well, it's like with it being 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me, Dean. Sometimes it's hard because it's the middle of a work day, you know. So I'm still going to do Tub Thumpers, and I'm still going to do ZSR at 3 o'clock. But I'm just saying, with me and Si, I think we're going to do a few more later ones as well. You know, when I've had my day and I've finished off work and had my tea, then I can sit down and relax and do him. Because Si never goes to bed, so you know what I mean? So it's I could do this at 5 o'clock at morning, Si'd still be up. So, question: if you're waiting for the waiter, aren't you the waiter? Oh. What do you think to that? I'm roasting, Si. Sorry, mate.
I suppose you are right there. You're waiting for the waiter to wait on you. I suppose.
You're waiting for waiter to wait for you. Question Master Keith. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, we're doing massive fan. I've watched him for years. I've watched him even before he had the big warehouse. And he's a Canadian guy, Si. He's from Edmonton. And I've watched him ever since he did it in his basement in his house. And he bought a couple of years back, he bought this huge warehouse. And it's just, I don't buy Lego because I think it's ridiculously priced. I do. I think it's crazy how expensive Lego is, but I do admire people that have such a creativity for it. And these blokes that can take a modular building and make it twice as big and then build a like Keith's doing with his Playmobil village side, with his Playmobil town and his shed. I admire shit like that. I just think how can you do that? Where's the creativity come from? Do you know what I mean? To
Well, that's what me and Claire, we buy a lot of Lego, and we said that the only reason why we don't buy these big set modular buildings of Lego is because the moment I did, that would be it. I'd go off all my other franchises. I wouldn't buy the Batman. I wouldn't buy Star Wars. Claire probably wouldn't buy a Harry Potter. I would just buy Lego City and just build a whole city with train tracks and houses, and that's what you'd do, wouldn't you? You'd have no choice.
I watch him. I watch Brickscraft. He's the German or the Austrian kid or the German lad, and he's building his own store, his own museum in Austria. And he does the same video twice, once in English and once in German, and he's pretty good. I watch Duck Bricks. There's a few of them I watch. Do you know what I mean? I've always, it's like I said, you know, sometimes I come off because I'm always like, Shabby, buy that Lego, get to France, I ain't buying that. Do you know what I mean? Although
I watch Brick Clicker and I watch Brick Fanatics. I like him. I like the way he reviews figures, tells you what's retiring this year. There's quite a lot retiring this year in Lego, to be fair, by the 31st. But again,
like Beyond the Brick, they're another one I watch.
Like Duck Bricks, I like him.
BGM says, I'll write that again. I've gone on to doing different things as I'm not doing my YouTube channel. Are you not doing your YouTube channel anymore? Are you not doing it? Well, I think that's what it is. I think this is just a part of a hobby, isn't it? It's like I said, even if I did or didn't do this, I'd still collect. I'd still have toy rooms. I've had this contest. I've had them forever.
You did it before all this.
Yeah.
This is what got you involved in this side of it. Otherwise, if you was a gardener, you'd be in some gardening community on YouTube talking about.
I've always said it. I've always said it, and people that are watching this will contest to that. It can be a lonely thing being a collector. You know, especially if you're not surrounded by people that don't. Can you imagine me trying to explain to the history of Mattel to Jen?
It is, but in a sense, I suppose with you and me, we've always been lucky having four brothers that have always loved everything from DC to Thundercats. Do you know what I mean? And I think we've always had that nice way of being able to have a chat with each other and stuff. And it's never felt lonely in a sense to me on that side of it. But I do understand the loneliness that collecting brings with people. I do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel it more in my later years than I ever did when in my younger years. Because like I said, there was always everyone around you. And I suppose with people going off and people getting married and having children and running businesses, going to work, you don't really necessarily, that sort of passion goes. But what I do, and I suppose what you do for a living, this is involved in it. Do you know what I mean?
It's an inspiration in it to us. That's what I mean. We introduced our professional lives, if you will, into what we do. Do you know what I mean? And I couldn't be happier with that. Gab says there's nothing better than watching Shabby sing with a spatula and a cheers. I've always done that. Always. I've always waited to make people laugh and just put a smile on something. I've always felt for other people, me, and our size exactly the same. You know, I'm not trying to make it out like I'm Mother Teresa. I'm not saying that, but I always think of other people, and if it means me looking like a plonker for a couple of minutes just to put a smile on somebody's face, I'll do it. You know, I've always been like that since I was at school. Guys and Dolls, and I was in all the stupid musicals that they put the high school plays.
School, didn't you, and everything? I love quite good at all that. You have that face forward for it. You know, some people don't. I generally don't. Do you know what I mean?
You'll never see our side doing it ever.
I can put things together. I can give ideas. I can tell you what I think is going to be funny. I can show you what I like to show in a show, but without the head of Voltron, I could never do all this sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
Because you don't know what sort of day people have had. That's why I'm always trying to be nice to as many people as I can. And it doesn't. We've had a good upbringing me inside. We've never been arseholes. Do you know what I mean? It's like, all right, well, I'm not going to make it out like I said, but I've had disagreements with people, and sometimes you lose your temper a little bit here and there, but I have to be pushed for that. So I would say 90% of the time, I just want to have a laugh and a joke. I've got to an age now and when we're doing stuff like this, I just want to have a laugh. We're taking time out of our lives, not just the people that are on YouTube making these streams, but the people watching it too. Do you see what I mean? And I've always kept that in the back of my head. That's why when we do things like Top 5 or Tub Thumpers, we always try and put as much entertainment in it as we can. Or if there's a song on, I'm sat here and a song will come on and I'll just stop what I'm doing and make a video holding a spatula singing and just have a laugh. That's what it's always been about for me. I've never taken anything.
I'm just going to go let the cat out. He's going bonkers.
No problem. Let's have a look. Away tea, perhaps. Oh, away tea, Max. That sounds. What do you think of that, Keith? Away tea. What about Shabby Si with a You know, never know. One day I might use a microphone. Yeah. I'd like to see a Lego Muppet stage like the opening of the show. Oh, didn't they not make one of them, Gab? I'm sure someone's made one of them. G4 says, I've no regrets of making videos, made a hell of a lot of good friends and met a ton of nice people. That's the way you got to look at it. You know, I think what it is as long as you know what I mean? Think about it, G4. There's so many people in our community that not even do live streams videos, but doesn't mean they're not as important as the rest of us. You know, I can think of 10 names right now off the top of my head that mean more to me, and they don't even make videos. They're not even on. Do you know what I mean? They don't even do the YouTube things or whatever. But you know, it's important, and I'm glad I've got to know them. You know, and everyone's got a collection. You see what I mean? Everybody brings something to the table, don't they? Definitely. Question: if you're in competition by yourself, would you come in first and me knowing me last? Second for me. Oh well. Internet winner. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, breaking news. Cowboys 24, Raiders 9, halftime. Ooh. Well, I'm working on a script ID, so I really have the time anymore really to do anything on the PGM show. I'll put an odd stand-up on my other YouTube channel, but I don't really do anything else. But that's the thing. It's like I said, you kept it going like G4 has. It doesn't mean your channels have disappeared and gone. You know, just because you think this way this week doesn't mean you're going to think it next week. Do you see what I mean? So, you know, you do what you. It's like what our side said before he had to go and let his cats out. You do you first, and what, you know, when you're happy and you know you want to come back and do something, do it. If you're not, if you're more happy or you found a different hobby doing that, then all the best to you. I wish you all the best. You know, damn, Martin beat me to it. I especially like Size doing his magic tricks on the big screen. Shazam, really, it's a win-win for us, right? And me and Si had these chats behind. Some people have taken it serious, like they don't know where you know, if we're being serious or not. So they'll come on and they'll go, "Oh, it's shit that and all that. Well, that's not good." I know it's me. It's like, what are you talking about? It's a win-win. If it works, we've won. if people don't think it's crap, we've won. You know what I mean? The magic Shazam.
But nobody thinks the crap. No one.
No one
they're
thinks
amazing.
No. I've always felt alone in my collecting hobby because of my friends and family never understood why I liked it. Meeting all you great people has been good for me mentally. And you. It's like when people turn around and say, "Oh, thank you so much, Shabby, for inviting me in." No, thank you for coming in. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. No one needs thanks. I want it to be that's what I mean. So I don't put ourselves in cliques and these little gangs here and little gangs. Everyone's our pals. You know, we like everybody. I ain't got time to mess about and let's not talk to this person, let's talk to that person and all that nonsense. No, I don't, you know what I mean? Everyone's welcome. Everyone's everyone brings something, don't they, Si? Do you not think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Let's have a look. Well, that's one person who likes your magic tricks, Si.
Don't listen to him.
Can't make anybody.
He loves their magic tricks. He's there every Wednesday, like rubbing his hands. Oh, can't wait to be dazzled.
I can see him say Tuesday night in bed. Right, he's cold in it in England, so he's got his duvet right up here, and he's like, oh, scratching a bit, you know, getting warm. And he goes, "Oh, I wonder what size magic is. Oh, what size question of the week?" I bet he is. I bet he loves it. I bet he can't wait to see it. Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, you can't fool us, Kieran. You can't fool us. Size wacky questions are fun. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? I know he comes out with some corkers, doesn't he? Where'd you get them from? You can't just make them up. You must. Is it?
I think of them all the time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of this one today. If you were born deaf. If you were born deaf, you couldn't hear anything when you from the beginning of your birth. What language do you think in?
Oh. Oh no! I've put me back. Oh. God, what a question, right? Hang on. So ask it again.
Oh, that's what I mean. If you were born deaf, what language do you think in?
I don't know. What do you think? That's a great question. Why'd you waste it on this? Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm going to say it again on Sub Thumpers. Just pretend you didn't hear that you were like chat. You didn't hear it. Thank you.
Right, yeah. There's only 12 of us here, so keep it to yourself.
That's our little secret. That's our little secret, guys.
That's our secret. Keep it to yourselves. We'll use it again. Or what is it? Yeah, let me think about this. Oh man, that's a mind splitter. That one, RSI. What are you thinking? I always think that about people that are bilingual. You know what I mean? So in other words, say for example, I'm talking to you now in English, but I'm French, right? So obviously I have to change my language to talk to you in English, not French. But what am I thinking?
Well, you're thinking French.
Why would you? If you have to speak
you are
English.
French.
Yeah, no, but to get you right, but to get your English words out, are you not thinking in English to make sure you said it right?
Well, when you speak a foreign language,
yeah,
do you think in that foreign language?
What the fuck? Mind blown. I've smoked too much shit to listen to this. All right, you beautiful legends. Time to get ready for work. You'll have a great stream and stay safe out there. You stay safe.
Have a good time at work.
Yeah. Thinking Braille, obviously. I said, oh, how do you think in Braille?
I make Dave's learning how to read Braille.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
He really is taking it on to learn it.
Yeah, it's a good way. It's good to see that way, Q. Having a good laugh dissipates your mental health a little, makes things better if it makes sense. Yeah, we can make 100%. Yeah. I'd rather be just laughing and joking. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'd rather. That's Steve, yeah. Can I go with you, Ricardo? Look at he's had enough. Ian says, question: do you either use bio wrap presents for yourself to open on a Christmas day? I don't wrap him myself, but I know what I want. So I'll say to Jen, right, right. For example, this year I was going to get a PlayStation 5 simply because Grand Theft Auto 6 was coming out, and on a Sunday on TJC's, me, Si, Georgie, Palps, and a few others that have come in and out. We play it, and we've been playing GTA 5, and Si's like, we've got to play GTA 6 next year, which I want to do. I mean, I play Grand Theft Auto just as long as Si has. Do you know what I mean? And so I was going to get one of them for Christmas. So I said to Jen, I'll have a PlayStation 5 but the game's been put back till November. So now I've told her that I want the Goonies Lego set. So I do tell my wife, but I suppose it's the same for you. You know, when you've got about, I've seen your room, when you've got about as much as we all have, Dean, it's hard to, what do people buy you that you haven't got? And that's why I couldn't believe when Miriam and Gerard, he sent me a Merman, and I've got practically every Moto Origins that's come out, and they sent me one I didn't have, which I thought that's very rare to do that. Do you know what I mean? But so no, I don't wrap them myself, but I do tell to my wife what I want. Although last year she surprised me, she got me a couple of things I really wanted, so that was good. What about you? What do you do?
I don't wrap my own presents. The thing is, there's no kids and stuff like that in this house, so I'll get my mum something, I'll get my brother something, I'll get Claire something, I'll wrap them all up and ready for Christmas Day.
Yeah, Claire
always gets me something nice and stuff, so
yeah.
Again, it's like what you just said. I'll sort of put the window direction. You know, what would you like for Christmas? Oh, I want mine with that. That sort of thing.
Yeah, and your mum and dad's accent too. Yeah, you get it right. Yeah, I agree. The gals from the wall be like bilingual, but they're primarily Spanish. They cross languages all the time. Do they do that thing when they talk in a normal accent, but then when they say something in Spanish, they go Spanish? Like, oh, I went to the store yesterday. So what did you get, Shabby? Well, I got some bread, I got some milk, and I got some fajitas.
No.
I've never understood it, Si. I've never understood it why someone's accent would change just for a choice of word. I mean, it's the one that baffles me. Do you know what I mean? And
I hate it when football announcers do that. Yeah. There's a player on the pitch and they pronounce it like they're from where he's from.
And here they are, Northern Ireland versus Espanyol. Like, what? Braille is for the blind, not for the deaf. He's got a...
That's true.
He's sat at home like that. Dickheads. You know what I mean? Brilliant. Either side's just come up with a great question, or I'm sleep deprived. Well, yeah, it must be. What time is it over there? 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And okay, I thought that was very funny. You too clever, Shiver Shab. DTM learning that one-handed. Yeah, do you remember that side? Yeah. I have never laughed so hard in my life. It's something DTM will come out with, though, isn't it? Just brilliant. I'm American by birth, Mexican by blood. I can speak Spanish while thinking in English and vice versa. Good night, legends. Good night, you. You're going to be late for work, son. You're going to be late.
It's only French in there, wasn't it? Oh, yeah.
Does MC Hammer wrap his presents?
Throw him out.
He's sleep deprived. G'day, muzzer. G'day there, lads. Good time. I'm just on my lunch break. Well, you see, this is
it's nice to see that we're filling up everyone's dinner hour. That's really
all
nice.
All the Aussies, they're all having their lunch and going, oh, look at these two plonkers. They're on. I'll watch these two. How are you, Muzz? It's good to see you, pal. I haven't spoken to Muzzer for ages. Nice to have you. What are you having for your lunch? What are you having? Did you make your own sandwiches, Muzz? Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'll have a bit of that. Do you know what I mean? Mom, no, it's Vegemite, isn't it? No, he won't be having Vegemite. That's stereotypically. You prefer Vegemite, don't you, then, Marmite? We had this conversation a couple of nights ago.
This is going to sound proper fat, but the Australians will find this impressive. I have to make 3 pieces of toast. Right. And the reason why I have to make 3 and not 2 and not 1 is because I have to have 1 Marmite.
Too many. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's
I have to have 1 Marmite.
Yeah.
And then 1 just plain butter, and then another 1 Vegemite. And I only do it because every time I think, oh, I fancy some Marmite on toast, I get to the fridge and I think, no, I fancy some Vegemite. So I have to have both of them. Well, I tell myself that.
It does taste different though, Vegemite and Marmite. It does. It is different because me and Si have Australian family. Do you know, we've got family in the Gold Coast and we've got an auntie from Tasmania. Do you know what I mean? And so we've always had an Australian thing through when me and Si growing up. So we've always had although we never came across Tim Tams until I'd found.
What's your favourite?
Keep on collecting.
Vegemite or Marmite? Which one's your favourite?
I'd say Marmite, but only because I've had Marmite all my life. And Vegemites I've had, you know, when your Auntie Angela would bring you a bottle, have a bit of that. Do you know what I mean? I do like it though, but it's not the same. It's not the same at all. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people say, which one's your favourite?
I prefer that bittery taste of Vegemite a bit more.
Tesco renames Christmas trees as evergreen trees. Critics say decision is stupid nonsense. It is stupid nonsense. Do you know what I mean? Let people enjoy Christmas. Yeah, well, you know what I mean?
You can't even call a Christmas tree anymore.
I'll be calling it a Christmas tree. Do you know what I mean? G'day, G-Force. Let's have a look. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Cheese and Vegemite. They are cheese and Vegemite.
Yeah, I've had cheese and Vegemite, and I've had apple and Vegemite. Yeah. Apple and Vegemite sandwiches are nice.
I have literally just scoffed. Can you eat Marmite at this time of night? Though I can't. Yeah. I can't.
How many times have you told me, "God, are you eating Marmite?"
No, the funniest thing is while we're talking to Si, right, and I won't be on FaceTime. I know you. What are you eating? Bourbons. We're talking away. What are you eating? Marmite on toast. I'm like, it's 4:00 in the morning. And he goes, I know. He'll go, Shabby, just hold on a minute. I'm just gonna go make a brew. 4:00 in the morning. You always done it. I'll just go make a brew. Brilliant. That's it, Shabby. Muzzy can only eat Vegemite or shrimps on the Barbie. That's a
shrimps on the Barbie.
Shrimps on. I love Muzzy. He's good to see.
Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Man?
What?
Shrimps on the Barbie. We always associate it like stereotypical Australian shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah.
But where did it actually come from? And I know, like they said it in Dumb and Dumber, but it was a saying before Dumb and Dumber, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like we always used to think they drank Fosters, and Usual Mike told us everybody hates Fosters.
No, they don't. They drink Fosters and 4X. Everyone, don't they?
4X, Castlemaine 4X. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Never had Marmite, but if you said anything like Vegemite, I'll give you some Marmite. I've got some Marmite here. Tim Tams are an Aussie staple. Right, so keep on collecting. Good old the lads there, Matt and Andrew, sent me and Jenna a care package and had some Tim Tams in there. And they're like penguins.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I can see. There's like a chocolate biscuit, but they are tasty. And what you do, Si, you get this Tim Tam. See if I'm right. So I'm going to get smacked in the face off all the Aussies watching, right? You have to bite the end off or something and you stick it in your coffee and you suck through it. So, you know, as you bite 2 ends off and you suck through. You can imagine these Australians telling me that. Yeah, like a biscuit straw, apparently. But they're like smaller than it's shaped like a custard cream, a Tim Tam. But they're nice. They are nice. I will say that.
I always wanted some because all the Australians used to send them and stuff. And then one day I went to Home Bargains and they were there on sale. Tim Tams. I thought, oh, right, I bought some.
I've never seen them. I've never heard of them until the lad sent them to me. And
they were on sale.
Yeah, they sent me a few. They sent me a few Australian things. They were nice. Camilla did it though. Camilla and VTR when they went to Sweden sent me some Swedish sweets, and they were dead nice too.
Oh my God! I don't know if Keith's here still, but we went to the toy fair and they gave us these bag of sweets and stuff. It was like a little gift bag that VTR and Camilla were giving out, and the sweets were special Swedish sweets. There were sweets from Sweden, and some of them were really tasty. But there was these ones called salted licorice, and my God, they tasted like you'd swallowed the sea. They were awful. The most
I'd probably like it.
They were that bad. I thought Camilla didn't like me. How could you give me that?
Here, Dave, give that dickhead these.
You give that dickhead more salted ones, didn't you?
Oh, brilliant. It was a TV ad side. Paul Hogan did it for TV, saying the lads. So that's why it's a shrimp on the barbie. Bovril. Have you ever had Bovril?
No, I've had a cup of Bovril when it's nice and warm. It's like drinking nice warm gravy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a drink, isn't it, Bovril?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can spread it though, can't you?
It came from a tourist ad with Paul Hogan back in the day. Right, okay, 100%. I didn't think it came from Aussie Shrimps on the Barbie, did it, Muzzy? From Aussie Shrimps. Yeah, there was a huge, there it was. There was a huge ad campaign.
There's no shrimps, there's prawns.
Yeah. We don't call them shrimp, we call them prawns. Right, got you. Tim Tams are lovely. They are. I've got to admit, they are. They're very, very nice, yeah. That's right, it did. Paul Hogan, yeah. 3 days in London completely ruined my opinion of American chocolates. Being the best of both worlds, I have to admit, right, so I'll eat chocolate. I'm not really a chocolate fan, but I love Three Musketeers. That's my favourite one over here. I love it. I'll have if I'm going to Walmart, whatever.
What are they?
It's like a Milky Way.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like a Three Musketeers, and but you'll eat the chocolate at Easter and whatever. But then your mum will send you a package of all the English stuff, and the massive difference, massive difference.
Yeah, I love dark chocolate. I'm one for dark chocolate, like Bourneville and stuff like that.
Yeah, you've always had that, haven't you? The dark chocolate. Let's have a look. That's him. Paul Hogan said he'd rather put another shrimp on the Barbie for us, right? That's it, right now. Right. Shrimps on the Barbie just sounds like a... See, I caught myself then, so I'm very professional. Hey, Wizzy. ICC Wizzy. I just checked out your display room the other day, Shabby. Looks awesome, mate. Yeah, thank you, pal. I'll make myself big a minute and I'll show you what I've done. Look. Oh, it needed doing, Muzzy. I tell you, it was looking bloody. Yeah, and the worst thing is, it's like I was talking to lads on Top 5 about it. So you start your room, right? You get these ideas. I want to put that there, and that's it's going to look glamorous. You know, it's going to look like black illuminations. Do you know what I mean? And all that. So you start it, and oh god, you're like 10 minutes in, especially when you're fat and old, and you're like, I can't be arsed with this. And then you look.
How many times do you do it? Start it, do one shelf.
How many times did I throw you upside? I'm showing you my room and there's boxes and stuff.
Have you done anything?
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it. It's all nice and tidy, and I've done my display room, so my workout room's all done. So my treadmill's free, so I can get back on it, and.
Just before Christmas, what a good time,
yeah, just before Christmas, you know. But yeah, I did it, and thank you, Muzzy. It's nice, and I just thought I'll share it with the lads. But I've never done a room tour, me, Si. I think the closest I've done, I did Stu's a couple of weeks back, on Stu's, and Stu did my collecting rewind live, and I went back on, and he was showing pictures of what my room used to look like to what it looks like now, and it's funny because you think at the time, oh yeah, my room looks awesome, and then you look back and go, what the France, I'll put that there. And
I suppose it's like Martin, he's always doing his room up, isn't he? And I suppose when you've got a room like that, like you know about easily dust sticks and stuff, if you don't start doing it.
Yeah. Why does Hershey's taste like sick? My daughter spent $10 on Hershey's tonight. She loves a massive box. It's the birthday in 2 days. Can't believe our Lucy's 15. 15 already. Wow, man.
Frightening,
shocking, frightening, to be honest, especially with your girls. But my girls are tougher than my boys. My girls are hard, isn't it? It's funny you about your kids, but I have no worries about my, especially my oldest daughter.
Your girls will smash your face in. That's what I like about my oldest. Toughies, aren't they? Little toughies, them too.
There's a reason why Anthony Joshua is fighting Jake Paul, because none of them want to fight Arsuki.
Suki's busy that week.
Suki knocked shit out of both of them. Oh, brilliant. So, yeah. Well, I'm not going to say because Olivia, I don't want to get battered, but the they use it for s'mores as well. So you'll get graham crackers and marshmallows when we're outside at the gazebo side doing your bonfire, whatever, and they make that. So that's when they use Hershey's. But our Lucy loves them. But when the problem is though, Si, it's like my kids absolutely love chocolate and stuff. So when my mum and Si and Claire said these bars, I have to hide everything. And you know, remember in April, Si, me and Jen were doing a spring cleaning all the cupboards or whatever. April, right? So I'm moving all this stuff, and I came across a pack of I came across a pack of Bakewell tarts, right? So what I must have done, Si, I must have like grabbed him and thought, fuck, hide him quick, hide him.
hide him. Yeah, you won't do in your house. 4 kids will be like, smelling Bakewells.
But then completely hid him, Si, and then 3-4 months later, holy shit!
The Holy Grail. I bet you went all 6 as well. No, in fact, I bet you went 5 and balanced one on your knee.
Oh God! I tell you what, though, Si, literally, it was like, I couldn't believe. You want to see the look of it, and then I'm going, yes. And our Jen's like, what's happened? What's happened?
How big?
A miracle. That's what's happened. So I'm eating him. To raise anything inside is absolutely disgusting. Oh, Dad, it stopped me.
You can get Bakewell tarts in America, though.
No. Well,
why don't you make your own then? You sell marzipan and stuff.
Although Jen worked out how to make sausage rolls last year, and they were brilliant. This year she's learned how to do Greg's steak slices, and they came out brilliant. Si.
I bet you 10 quid. Jen could very easily make Bakewell tarts. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, I bet she could. Yeah, but do I want it to though, Si? Do you know what I mean? No.
What's making me laugh is see your face as soon as you found them. I bet you went,
just come. It's just like
there could have been Monica Bellucci naked next to me. It'd be like,
and it's like I said, it they were dry as anything, but I ate them. I thought, with a cup of coffee, they'll be fine.
the tastiest ones I bet you've ever had.
This is a fleeting visit. Not sure if I'm still asleep. Well, are you dreaming about me inside?
Don't stub your big toe on the bottom step because it absolutely knackers at 2:10 in the morning, 3 in the morning. So I wouldn't do that. Make sure your lights are on. Not going down the stairs.
Yeah. Good to see you, Andy. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. This is just a bad dream. I know, mate. My stuff just keeps piling up every week with so many projects on the go. It's hard to find a starting point. It is. Although you'll be happy though. I don't know whether you saw in the video or not. Did you see the thing that you made me? The Tanty Fold. Muzza made it, side that Tanty Fold.
Oh no, yeah.
It's right in the corner there. It's still there on top
of
all my black series.
He makes a lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Long time ago, Andy. So he must be in his hotel room now. He must be there. Where else would he be? 10:15. I bet he's knackered. I bet they've done a lot. I've seen all the pictures.
Is Disneyland open 24 hours?
Never been, so I couldn't tell you. 11. No, it won't be open 24 hours. Disneyland, no chance.
I don't know how it works. It's just that you see a lot of these fireworks things, don't you? Late night parades and stuff. So I'm always like, well, what time does it shut then? Is it like 11 o'clock gates? Everybody out for 12 or?
Would you go? Would you go to Disney?
Of course I would. 100%. I want to go to the California one, the original one, the home of Walt Disney World. Do you know what I mean? That's
Disneyland,
yeah. That's one I want to go to.
I've been in that cycle for years. Yeah, exactly. With everything going on. Yeah, I suppose with all your projects you've got going on, you're right. Keith Knight explains, I live about 30 minutes away from the Cadbury factory here in Birmingham and the village of Bourneville. You've shown me this. You showed me a picture of this. It's all purple at the train station there. They did the Cadbury's purple. Or is it blue? Is it Cadbury's purple or Cadbury's blue?
It's all purple.
Purple.
Because it's the colour of the Cadbury's logo, chocolate, isn't it? So when you see it, it's all that colour.
I had to eat all 6 because if one of them, the thing about my house, it's like, meerkats, but they all do this. So, you sat in the room carefully opening a flake and they can all fucking hear it. Lucy, have a shower. No one can hear it. You opening a bag of crisps.
Brilliant.
Shabby's Bakewell really was a miracle. It was a his Bakewell a baby.
Nice
Oh, it's a
Bakewells.
tart.
I've always had a soft spot for cherry Bakewells.
It's like a small cake Gap, and I'm addicted, man. I mean, Greg's. There's a place in England called Greg's.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mark. But I'm just saying,
go on.
It's there. Oh, you can see it.
Oh, they're right. So it's all the Cadbury's.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's the only train station that's that colour.
That's cool.
I love Bourneville chocolate.
So a Bakewell, it's like a small little cake, and it's got icing on it and jam in it, and it's got a cherry in the middle, hence cherry Bakewell. But Greg's does a massive one. Do you remember, Si? They did a palm one for £1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not found anymore. Oh,
well,
no.
If I was still in England, they'd change the name to Shabby Si. The amount of money I've spent on their Bakewell tarts. I'm a sugar nut. I love chocolate. I don't know, as I'm getting older. It's like soda.
I do like dark chocolate, but my weakness is gummy sweets. I love randoms gummies. And I love wine gums and I love like snakes and I love anything that's gummy and sour. It's never left me, that sort of stuff. No. I'd rather sit there with a big bag of gummy sweets than anything.
How are you for soda?
Don't ever drink soda.
No, I haven't touched it. I'll drink. It's like if we get a takeaway or whatever, a McDonald's or whatever, I'll give it the kids my drink. I'll take a sip and that's it. It's like I've just completely gone off it, and I don't know whether it's a tea thing or what. I was just like, I just went off it, so I just don't drink it at all anymore. Yeah. No, it is
I don't drink anything like that.
Yeah. Here we go. Fun day, lying in bed with Steph, Shabby inside. Don't steal all the duvet.
The video's out next week.
How do you think he paid for his holiday?
Like and subscribe.
There we all were, having the time of our lives.
We're all sat there like Charlie Bucket's grandparents.
No, not that sort of tart, Gap. I mean a pastry tart. Well, it depends. I've had plenty of both. Let's have a look. Purple. When I think I was in the print trade before coming to Rosa, I actually colour matched Cadbury purple. Yeah, it's its own colour, in it. Cadbury purple. That's what it is it? And
it's still the same colour today. Yeah, that's been for over 100 years.
You fantasizing again about sleeping with Shabby Si there, Martin. That's how I read it. Well, it's a fantasy to have. He's one of many that's had it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I read it as a 4-way, Martin. Yeah, that's true too. Cadbury's purple is basically Pantone 254.
Cat's there now, like looking at him. She's looking at him like that now.
You know what said all that then? The way you just went.
I'm just copying Cat. What Cat's just done.
Martin's punctuation has given us a lot to think about. Well, yeah, you've got a point. Yeah, Stu's gonna be
today on the Tron ride. He's so lucky going on that Tron ride. I'd kill to go on that. I'd spend a whole day in Disney just going on that ride, coming off, queuing up, and going back on.
I don't know what it is. It's only, like I say, down the road from me and G-Force. Well, down the road, American terms, down the road.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've just never. I think it's because my kids aren't interested. They couldn't care less about Disney. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you say that.
They're in the TikTok area.
You, me, G-Force, Hawkspot, Scuba, Andy, all went down to Disney for the day. You're trying to tell me you wouldn't have a good time? You wouldn't have a good day?
Yeah, of course I would, because I'd make you lot pay for it. So I
bet you 10 quid you're sat here feeling so shitty that you can't go up and meet them lot while they're here. I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to. Steph said to me, I just have this feeling, Shabby, that I'd turn them around and I'd see you there. And I thought, what a lovely thing to say, but I just couldn't do it. And then, like I said, you know, with people coming here, but I meet Martin and Steph in June. They're coming to Joe Fest, so I can't wait to meet Martin and Steph in June. Do you know what I mean? And do you ever get like that as well, where you'll meet certain people? No way, we finally
I couldn't go to Echo this time round. I came back from the toy fair at the NEC, and I was really poorly, and I just didn't feel well at all. I think I got COVID or something. I just felt dreadful, and I kept convincing myself, "Oh, you'll be all right for Echo. You'll be all right for Echo." Gets to the night before, and I was just that bad. I thought, "Oh, I can't sit in a pub. I can't be in that busy room the next day." So I had to say, listen, lads, I'm not going to be able to make it. I felt more dreadful by not turning up than I did being ill. And I think you get like that, don't you? Look forward to these meetups and stuff. It's like Joe Fest next year. There's going to be a bit of a British invasion with quite a few of us coming. Do you know what I mean?
Are you definitely coming then?
Yeah, 100%. Me and DTM are definitely coming.
That'd be awesome then. That'd be
Because
awesome.
we just worked it out where it's not going to cost thousands and thousands like the last time was. Do you know what I mean? Just into Atlanta, stay the week, come home, be great.
I'm sorry for that. I just meant PJ. I'm not putting your comment up, PJ, but it is funny.
What's he wrote? I can't see it.
I'll just leave you right there.
Put him up, you coward. What's up with you?
All right. I mean, pre-trained colour match skills is what makes me so anal about my model colour. Yeah, I suppose you're right, though. I suppose when you do what you want to do, it's like when you did that drill truck or whatever. You want the right colours, don't you? You want the right things. And yeah, I suppose. Have you read it? Yeah. Yeah, I suppose in your what you do, yeah. I've done it a few times. You know, when I did a Kansas City Chiefs piece for somebody last year, a big bookshelf of Kansas City Chiefs, and so I had to get the correct red. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that was hard to find because red, when you say the color red, there's thousands
too many reds over.
Exactly. So you had to get the right red. You know what I mean? So, so I have gone through it myself in that circumstance. Yeah, I'm really surprised you didn't get mixed up and went on the other ride. I'll just say that. So I had to take a color theory in college. Hate mixing colors. Why do you always do black and white?
Because I think it's smart, black, white, and red.
But why?
Because I like crimson on neutral colors. I just think it's most effective.
Yeah.
And what's really strange is a lot of people will say, you see, sometimes I'll throw dashes of colour in, and sometimes I'll put my bubble markings in and do all that with colour. But most of the time, I just like neutrals. I like pencils. I like black Indian inks. I'm not really one for sitting there painting the whole. And I mean, don't get me wrong, if that's what people want, that's what I'll do. But if people say, you know, what sort of artist are you? I'm a graphic illustrator. That's what I basically am.
Yeah, right. So, but when you did Steph's, for example, you added gold to that, and you have added. I remember you one doing for Mum. It was a fairy on some thimbles, and there was golds and different colours in that one too. So you have done colours, but primarily you've always been right.
Yeah, it's what it'll get to the end, and I think I'll put that in. Or if I'm drawing something and it doesn't leave me in my head to just put a dash of colour in, I will do. Do you know what I mean? And there's quite a lot of drawings I do that with.
Yeah.
But that's my preference. I suppose everybody has a preference, don't they? People have a preference to spray cans and to acrylics and to watercolors and to pastels, chalks, all sorts of things.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think so. What you're saying is once you fall in love with the way of doing it, you stick with that way. Is it hard to come out of that then?
For my GCSE at school, and it was past my GCSE. It was the first level at college. And there were 6 formats you could choose from. And when you chose that format, you had to stick with it. Because basically, like I said, when you joined art college, a lot of these kids were like, I paint, I do this, I do hand things, so it was up to you. You had 6 choices. And I took on Indian ink. I took on ink work. That's what I loved. It was my love of comic books as a kid. And it never left me. Even to this day, I use the same ink. It never left me.
You just like sticking with that then. Have you ever been asked though with your commission work to do something other than that, or will you not do it?
Well, I don't mind if
it's not your signature.
My other commission work is graffiti art, so I've done loads of shops and I've done loads of things like that. So, you know, painting and stuff, it's time and it's money. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. I like to keep things cost effective for people. Just because I draw, I don't think it should go out and people should pay thousands and thousands. I like to give people something a little bit special. It's a one-off and it hasn't cost them a king's ransom. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I've got some breaking news. Toes intact following nighttime visit back to my beauty sleep. So he's fine. He's in bed. He's tippy toes. He's all tucked in. He's all tucked in his duvet. Do you know what I mean? Oh, sorry, that was a French language. I should have gone duvet. Duvet. Si and Frank Miller produce amazing artwork using just black, white, and red colours. Yeah, I agree with that. I know he's a big inspiration on you. Brian Bolland was a big inspiration on you.
Frank Miller. Brian Bolland, to me, is the greatest ink artist that's ever lived.
Do you agree with that, sir? Black and white is generally more powerful, striking in pictures in
That's
colour.
why I do it. You know, I like to put the red on. It's just something that I draw in pencil. I'll outline it in black. I'll rub the whole lot out, and then I'll fill it all back in again with pencil. It's just so crazy, isn't it?
Only colour streams. He's me heading to the. It's me heading to the bathroom 5 times a night.
As long as it doesn't come out blue, you're all right.
Si, have you ever painted naughty things before?
Loads of times. I tell you what's really strange, Gap, right? I'll get messages off people and they'll say, can you draw my girlfriend as Spider-Woman? And I'll say, yeah, of course I can, no problem. They'll say, right, what do you need? And I'll just say, I work from photographs. So I'll just say, just send me a picture of your girlfriend, that's all I need. Just send me a picture of your girlfriend, tell me what pose you want, that's all I need. Do you know how many times lads have sent me pictures of the girlfriends that are nude and in poses and have like got the boobs out thinking that that's the thing I need? I only need the rest. So I have to delete stuff all the time because, like I said, I get these things sent to me and I'm like, bloody hell.
I want
to join like this. And I'm like,
do you remember at school when I got in trouble for painting my bits a different colour? Do you remember? I got fancy for it. So we had these fluorescents. You remember those big I can't believe I'm gonna tell this story, but I'm gonna tell it. It's after hours, I'll tell it. Do you remember the big squeezy bottles, the big fairy liquid bottles? And one was fluorescent blue and one was fluorescent green, right? And then, and people have put it all on their hand. Oh, look at my hand glowing up. Oh, look at that. Richard Ansell. Do you remember Richard? Bless him, he died a couple of years back. Richard Ansell.
Yeah. Shabby,
paint your bits blue. No, so I'm 13. Get it out. Right. So I'm showing him, and he's lowering his bollocks. Right. What's marked and what's marked? And he's painting his blue. So instead of me just sitting down, I got on the table.
Oh no! Brilliant. It was like Christmas baubles.
Oh, brilliant. What's that little tinsel thing? You know what I mean? Me dancing away with that. So, to answer your question, I might have done, but I definitely have. Need you ask? Apparently. Oh, brilliant. Are you looking forward to Tub Thumpers at the start of December?
Yeah, I think it's good because, like I said, I don't know what somebody in the chat said before. I think it's healthy to give things a break. I don't think it's good to do it week after week after week. I think you can get bored, you can stale sail, you can get bored yourself and fed up of it. And I just think, that's why shows are done in series and they come back for season 2 and season 3 because people do look for. How many times you see a show coming back and you go, oh, great, that's back on. Yeah. And I just wanted it to be something like that. For myself, I'm not someone I'm talking about. Well, I just wanted to look forward to doing it. I'm not one for doing things like this every week.
It is funny what they do, though. It is. We love doing it, don't we?
Just having a laugh, and it's all it is. Like I said, what's the point coming on being miserable? There is no.
Why were you auditioning for Blue Man Group? Just things you do. I was always on for stupid stuff. I was never shy about anything. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes I think now I'm at my age, I think, what did you do that for?
Laugh, did it?
It's just a laugh. Now I understand why you have so much grace towards. I have grace towards everybody, my friend. Grace towards everybody. Everybody does stuff. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. It's just stupid things things you remember in it, things you do. So I'm still doing it. I'm talking about back then. I'm still doing shit like that now. Well, that wasn't meaning to blue balls. Yeah, I like Tub Thumpers. Well, I like it. I mean, I can't believe half a decade's gone though with us doing this. I can't believe it already. Just flies by, doesn't it, pal? Just flies by.
Yeah, it does. I think that now sometimes. Well, this is coming into the 6th year. This will be
this will be my 6th Christmas with the ZSR lads. 6-1.
I do a Batman stream, and obviously you know that I do it on your channel and stuff. But I only do it at Christmas, and this is the 4th one already. The 4th one. Yeah. So for the past 4 years, every Christmas we've done a live Batman stream, which that's crazy to me. So I'm like, you did this 4 years ago, and it's like, but I did. TikTok tells me, and my Twitter tells me. And all the adverts are up for it.
What does he say right there, Si? What does he say?
45 days until I hate Christmas. I'm not very Christmassy, me though. I'm not. It's a
Why?
shame, but I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, I know why, and you don't have to share it, whatever. But it's weird because I hear people like you just said before. Well, we don't have any kids in the house, and so that was never a thing for me. Even when I lived on my own side, do you know what I mean? I'd always put a tree up, and I don't know what it is. I've always loved it, me. Always. I look for it, and it's weird. I get it every year. I'll be out doing something. All of a sudden, that nipple come. Whoosh, Christmas.
Do you miss Christmas in the UK?
I mean, no, because Sam and I could be in Beirut and I'd have a good Christmas. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I
mean
work it
like
out.
weather elements and the way that it's snowing over here and things like that, and hustle of London and places. And
it has snowed here a few. I mean, I've been here 15 years now in North Carolina, and it has snowed once or twice. But never at Christmas, always after it. I remember one time it was 82 degrees on Christmas Day. We had our Christmas dinner outside. GeForce came for Thanksgiving once. We had it outside. It was warm at Thanksgiving. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I wouldn't say one was better than the other one. I will say one thing. Americans, when it comes to things like Halloween, Christmas, they go all out. They go all outside. And so for someone like me, such a consumer of Christmas, this is the best place for me to live, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Because I fall for everything up, line and sinker. Do you know, anything that's Christmassy, I don't know what it is, Simon. I've just always loved it. Always loved it. And I drive my kids and my crazy, but I'm a big homebody though for Christmas, because I was saying this on CSO on Friday side. Our Jen would want to go out for a meal or something on Christmas or stay at a bed and I don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean? I want to be at home and play with your toys and talk to your kids and have a glass of wine. Not me, taste like melted butter, but have a chat to my wife having a glass of wine. So I do enjoy Christmas a lot. I just think I understand what it is. It's not really a religious thing for me, Christmas. It's just having a break and having, for time out. But I also respect what you did last year. And I think Stu brought this up as well. When you're doing your Christmas Days live stream, I think that was lovely of you, because you were talking to me about it last year. And I'm going to be honest. And I turned around and said, mate, I don't know whether I can do that or not, pal, because it's Christmas Day. I've got my family and all that. So Simon's a co-admin on the live streams, which means Simon can do this whenever he wants. So I turned around to Si and said, well, if you want to do it, I set it up and so forth. But you got such a response to it, Si. I stayed. I said to Jen, do you mind me staying? She said, no, not at all. And it was a lovely thing what you did. And you're doing it again this year, aren't you? Your Christmas Day. What is it? So for people that don't know, tell people what that actually is, Simon.
It's just a case of Christmas Day coming. There's a lot of people that don't have anybody there at Christmas. They don't have people in their house. They go in their house, they shut the door, and their house is like a church. It's silent. And I just think that sometimes Christmas, even though a lot of people love Christmas and it's a time for a lot of people, myself included, it's actually one of the hardest times of the year. It really, really is.
Yeah.
So I always think that, if you can just come on, and I don't come on a Christmas Day at 10 o'clock because it's 10 o'clock at night. It's because you can get a vast majority of everybody around the world at that time of night. It's early for people. It's just a little bit late for people, but it's not stupid o'clock most of the time.
Yeah.
It's just a get together for people that are on their own at Christmas, people that have had a day and just think, I'm going to go on there, come on, have a meet, we'll have a drink, we'll have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? That's all it's about.
Yeah. It's just like this, really, and it's like just to get together on it. But it's a nice thing that you do, pal.
I'm no social worker, I'm no psychologist. It's just about, I've got friends in this community, and some of these friends are on their own. They don't have to be on their own. Do you know what I mean? They don't. So if we can do that Christmas Day for 2 or 3 hours, that's great.
Keith Townsend, you lovely fella. Looking forward to meeting all the new people at Joe Fest. Yep, good old Keith and Margaret at Joe. We had a lovely time.
Is Keith coming then next year?
Yeah, I already know. I've got my sources side. The lovely Mrs. Townsend.
You were very fond of them, so I remember you telling me that you was
lovely people.
Lovely Margaret, people. Margaret, isn't it?
Lovely. But I mean, Keith's been around the YouTubers with me and Usual Mike for years, and to me, Tim, lovely people.
He sent me an absolutely fantastic
the Batman
gift. Three undone Batman produced figures.
Lovely people, lovely people. So Margaret,
I'll cherish it forever. That
Margaret about 2 weeks ago messaged me and said the book for Joe, so I can't wait to see him. You'll love him, Si. Lovely people, people.
It'd be nice to meet you too. Yeah.
Peep Station is not just for Christmas, Peter.
It's an every day in this house.
Now. How about a magic trick for Christmas this year?
Yeah. The way Shabby goes on, I'm going to make the tree disappear up his ass.
Charming. Can you say hello to each other? It's a nice thing, Si, that you do, mate. Yeah, it's a lovely thing.
Yeah, and again, Pete, if you're free, Pete, come along, come on. Yeah. And same for you, G-Force. If you're free, come along, come on.
Yeah, we opened it last year, and the few people BTM came on. Georgie was on. G-Force came on. I think G-Force came on last year, didn't he? It was a good show. I enjoyed it.
Georgie came on for a bit. Yeah,
she did. Yeah. Keith Knight says, it's that time. Actually, now he's talking like this. Let's get the music behind it. You know what I mean? Let's make it very Christmassy. Here we go. This time of year when the old weather dogs confess us with a ball fest of God bothering bollocks. And don't get me started with
I tell you what, that's very Shakespearean like that.
You know, I built all that up as well. If I had a snow graphic, I would have used that. Do you know what I mean? I would have,
Words of wisdom. Mr. Knight.
I'm paid to see that. Well, what's your best thing about Christmas? What do you enjoy about it? Yeah, take your time.
I suppose the new year. I always look forward to a new year starting.
Yeah.
And like, if you have loads of plans for the new year, you do about one out of all of them you think of. But it's the new year. I think, right, fresh start this year, get cracking, and but as far as Christmas is concerned, as in Christmas, not much really. I'm always happy when it's over. See you next week. I am, Mark. Yeah, Mark. I love Halloween. I absolutely love Halloween.
Why? Halloween's for the homeless.
Bonfire night. I love bonfire night.
I'm not a fan of Halloween at all. I don't get Halloween. I don't get it. Halloween, you know what I mean? All right. No, well, yeah, I know. I get sad, me. But I can't believe it. I think as you get older, the years fly by, don't they? And so I can't believe it's Christmas again already. I can't
believe after you're putting your trees up already. It's like November. Yeah.
Put a tree up outside. So my wife, right? So our Jenny didn't want the tree out of the front room this year. She wanted to do a different one and all that sort of stuff. So I said, oh, man. So I've actually put a Christmas tree outside. My gazebo's got a big Christmas tree there.
I saw it. Yeah. Well, you've got visitors coming, haven't you? Soon you've got people coming to stay, haven't you? So. Yeah,
so it'll be nice having a Christmas. I just, I'm a big fan. G4 says, now that I'm older, enjoy a gathering of the family. Presents are nice to give and get. Yeah, I'd rather receive them. I love it. I like watching Scrooge backwards.
He came out with something really funny the other night. I forgot what it was now. Oh, I won't tell it because it's in public. But I tell you what, he made me laugh all night because he ended the stream. We were having a chat, me and Nick, and he ended this stream, and I laughed all night about it.
Yeah. He's a funny bloke, though, isn't he? He's always been funny. Go in between, guys. Hear the Easter Bunny available to like the Easter Bunny.
Easter slowed down a lot as you get older. When you're a kid, like especially at school, Easter's a big fuss, isn't it? Like you make your eggs and your baskets and all that. But it's out, doesn't it, as you get older?
Although when the kids, I suppose you're right. Which when you're younger, because we used to do Easter egg hunts here, but you can't really do it where I live. You take them about 3 weeks. I think one of my kids is still out there.
Just turned 30.
You hear wolves howling. Oh, I just want my fucking egg.
Yeah. No, I think Easter becomes like bank holiday weekend, doesn't it? It's in the UK. It's not really.
Dark Greece is the same as you for Christmas. Not
some
really.
People are. Some people, like I said, they don't have that sort of thing. It's
yeah. I know I go overboard with it, but.
So you should. If you love Christmas, so you should. So you should absolutely should.
Just love, though, isn't it? This thing is, like I said, I don't know, Si, maybe that's where the toy collecting thing comes from, because my mum brought up 4 boys on her own, and I can't remember, Si, a shit Christmas. And then as you get older and you've had kids yourself, and then you think more adult-wise, and you look at your mum and you think, wow, that woman worked her bollocks off to bring up 4 boys on her own. And then she'll tell you stories as you're older because you appreciate more. Like, she used to buy toys in May, June, July. So when it comes to Christmas, so she'd kept them hidden for 6 months just to make sure us 4 had a good Christmas. And to me, I don't know. I'll never forget shit like that. And think about it, Si. You grew up in the same house as me. Name me one bad Christmas. One.
No,
I can't
not
think
even
of
this day.
one.
Even Anne-Marie to this day still like that. I
Yeah.
do feel sorry for my mum in a way that she on Christmas Day and the way she cooks and the way that she still acts like all four of us are here, or
Yeah,
the
she
other
does.
three are going to come home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's so a bit sad like that. Watch my mum do that on Christmas. I'm like, oh, mum,
Yeah.
you've made loads here. It's just you being Claire. Do you know what I mean? It's so, but I think, I suppose, like you said, through all them years of it, my mum's just
Yeah.
found it hard to snap out of. I think that's what it
Yeah.
is.
I suppose once you're a mum, though, with us lot, she always is. Do you know what I mean? It's like now
Yeah.
she'll still send me underwear in the place. I'm 50.
She said, what's the blue paint in these?
You've got some socks. I know what you like for sock shabs. You got some. Thanks, Mum. You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah. Once the Star Wars things dried up, the Easter baskets I was done with him, he's like, yeah, forget it, I'm not asked. I like the gathering around the fireplace, singing the theme song to Gem and the Hollow. You a cheeky bastard, Gav. I know
That's
what you're
truly
telling me.
outrageous.
Oh, brilliant, Gav, brilliant. I don't know. I suppose I'm a big family orientated person, though. Do you know what I mean? I love my brothers, I love my mum, I love my, Jenny and my kids and all that. I'm lucky, I'm blessed in that sort of sense. And so, and it's like I said, we've never been rich people. We've never had, oh my God, you know what I mean? And all that. But we've made I suppose it's a northern thing that we've got. We've always made the best of what we've had, side. Do you know what I mean? And I
suppose at the end of the day, just like everybody else in this chat, you want it, go and work for it. Earn
exactly.
It. Then you've got it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't rely on anybody else to get it. Don't rely on anybody else to just go and get it. We can all get things we want. It's just how hard you're willing to work for them.
Well, yeah, look how hard I work for that Eternia playset behind me.
Yeah, but that's different, Mark. That's me looking at your collection that you're really into, knowing that you're never going to spend that sort of money with 4 children. You're not. Yeah. You're not.
Which Richardson boy did Anne-Marie spoil the most? Rick, probably.
Who do you think? Who do you think? The number one. The number one. Yeah. The first son.
The first son. Although our Rick,
the biggest wanker you'll ever meet.
The thing is, when my little brother, my little brother was little, he was a cutie. What he say? He had these massive dimples, like 2 arses on his cheeks. Do you know what I mean? He had these huge ass dimples, and everybody loved our Rick. Everybody. Do you know what I mean? And he used to wear this that brown, what was that, brown onesie, whatever. He always looked like a little bear, did he, side? You know, because he's a lot younger than me inside. So me inside loved him to pieces. And so I don't know. I don't think my mum had favourites. I don't think she spoiled anybody the most, did she, Si? Really?
Yeah, she did me.
Yeah, you now, I suppose, but
no, always.
How would you work that out, Si?
She said to me the other day, your brothers are the biggest dicks I've ever met. You're brilliant. And I said, I know, yeah. You would be, Mum, yeah. No, my mum's never treated any of them different, actually.
Oh, that was brilliant. I would have thought the song's Blue Balls by you. Sorry, I added the word there.
Yeah.
I paraded my Christmas underpants to Kat one year, and she said, what would you like to do with his body? She said. I love his missus. I'm a big fan of her, aren't you? We like her, don't we? We like that cat. We do, yeah. Oh, brilliant. Wow, what a great show. Do you think we should do more of these, Si? I think we should do more of these late night ones. No. If you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it on the replay, and you like these just one-offs, me inside, just off the cuff, having a conversation, having a chat, or whatever, just write in the comments, do some more, or if you think we should do some more. I like these late night ones. Listen,
it's something for you. You do enough for this community. You put your time in, you put your hours out, you come and put all these shows on and do all these things. It's just doing something for you. How nice does it feel at this time of night? Everything's done, all your day's gone, nice and comfy, doing a nice stream. Isn't it nice? That's what all us lot do. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the funniest thing, because you haven't heard the dogs, you haven't heard my wife coming in, you haven't heard anyone screaming, shouting, kicking off. You know what I mean? It's just like normal. It's Shabby's, everyone's in sleep, everyone's in bed. But it is funny me doing it at this time, and I suppose. Not that you feel guilty or anything, Si, but when you've built up an audience and you don't want to let them down, do you? It's like tonight. I was lucky if we had 3 people. We've had up to 20 people in. We've got 15 in now. you know, and it's just such a lovely thing. The support and stuff that I get for someone as small as I am, you know, this is why I love doing the stream side. I do, but this is what I mean. I like the off-cuff things that me and you do, because you never know what we're gonna say next. You know what I mean? So I enjoy this sort of thing. So yeah, do some more of these. I think we will, to take the truth, and it's nice because, like I said, there's some lads that can't see us through the day. They're at work. Do you know what I mean? Or they're doing something else or whatever at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's nice that we've had a few people in tonight that, you know what I mean, that can make it, which is lovely. These are good. Well, cheers, PGM. We appreciate that, pal. Whenever you feel like doing it, mate, it's really up to you. You have tub thumpers in this half for you. Exactly, and I'll always stick with that. I mean, I'll always stick with, because the funniest thing is, G-Force, I've always said it as well, you know, even though I live in a different country and I love America, I'll never leave America. I'm a massive, massive fan of this country. I always have been since I've been here. You've known this, Si, you know.
Yeah.
I've always liked it. I feel like it's my home. I mean, and like I said, I'm 50, and apart from 7 years since I was 20, I've lived in the United States. So that's 20, nearly quarter of a century. I mean, quarter of a century I've lived here. So it's my home, basically, Si. But it is different. It is different. And sometimes, you know, when you're a bit sarcastic with our wits and so forth, it is nice that all the English lads, I've got English lads around me. So when people say, Shabby, do you miss home? Not really, because I've got all the lads from England, yourself, my mum, and you know, when we do these streams, whatever, I get proper into it. Do you see what I mean? Because it's like, oh, my people, if you will. Do you know what I mean? But I love Americans, you know, and everyone that we've met around the world, from Japan to New Zealand to Australia to Ireland, I love it to pieces. I really do. I enjoy talking to everybody and having a good laugh and a joke and whatever. So you're right. Tub Thumpers and ZSO will always be through the day, but it's just, you know what it's like, G-Force. How many times have you watched us and you've gone, oh, I've got to go back to work, or I'm going home from work or whatever? Do you know what I mean? It's hard for me sometimes because I have to stop everything I'm doing to do an afternoon stream. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. And so, you know, I'm definitely going to do more of these at night, and because at night, like I said, after 9 o'clock, I'll never be off. Do you want to treat tomorrow, Si? I'll never be off. This has been awesomeness, like blokes down the pub chewing the fat, but on a worldwide level. Boom. Yeah, it's been awesome.
We're international.
Yeah, I will, and I'll definitely do more, Dalglish. So it's lovely to see you, pal. I'll definitely do more, and folks can catch the replay when they have time. Exactly. So I'm not, you know what I mean? It's nice.
I'm a big believer of that. I'm always saying that to Mark. Never be bothered about who's watching. Be thankful of who's coming and supporting us at the time, but always check your videos at the end of the month. And if you've had more than 50 views, then people are watching your stuff, aren't they?
Yeah. You guys have gone from strength to strength, and that's really fantastic. Keep going until you're sorry, God. No, I understand what you mean, PGM. Yes, do more if you can. Love all your stuff. Don't always comment or watch the reruns. Busy at work right now. Oh, well, no, you don't have to explain, my friend. It's always nice to see him. If you watch us, that's brilliant. Thanks a lot, Keith. Great after hours live stream. Shabby Si chatting everyone in the chat. Yeah, I can't believe how many people turned up, to be honest, kid. I thought we'd be dead. I thought just me and you talking. Do you know what I mean?
It's just another added thing for the Shabby Geek channel, and it's always there for people to watch. And just thanks for everybody that come in.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And if you watch on the replay tomorrow, that'd be awesome. And if you're new to us, please like and subscribe. It's just me and Si chewing the fat, like Keith said, and just having a laugh and joke with everybody. So it'd be lovely to see new faces and new people to go with all. We're very lucky. I've said it until I'm blue in the face. I have the nicest supporters ever. I won't say fans because they're all my pals. I don't say fans. Nicest pals of Shabby Geek. Everybody makes everybody feel welcome in ours, so you're more than welcome to join in. Great way to spend a Monday night. Thank you. No, thank you, pal. Anything else to say before we go, sir? Anything else to say?
Just I'm looking back to the Tub Thumpers. That's 1st of December, so first day of the month. We'll be doing that all the way up to Christmas. We'll be throwing in a Christmas special in there.
Yeah.
And we'll probably come back next Monday and do this again next Monday night.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll do it next Monday, and we'll have another late night chat, and we'll come up with some stuff and so forth. Yeah, I think we'll carry on doing these. I like them. What have I got? ZSR on Friday, and then that's it until Tub Thumpers. Like I said, or if we do this on a Monday night, we'll advertise it, and I'll put it out for number 2.
And then what we'll probably do going forward in the future is, after the Tub Thumpers, we'll probably do this 5 hours later. So when the Tub Thumpers is finished, on the same night, we'll probably keep this after show on the same night as the Tub Thumpers.
Oh,
So
you
way
can do it
after.
after Tub Thumpers. Yeah, that might
Yeah.
be good. Hey, good idea, good call. All right then, well, we're done. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you're watching on the replay, thanks for checking me and Si out. That's really, really nice of you. We'll see you at ZSR, and then that's it. Cheers, Si, for a great night. We'll see you all soon. Say goodnight, Sirkin.
Au revoir, Pee-wee.
Au revoir, Pee-wee.